All right, joining me now is Victor Bernal, the founder of 75th and Canal. Thanks for being here with me and doing this interview.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
So for people who don't know, what is 75th and Canal?
75th and Canal is actually an intersection on Houston's east side of Magnolia Park. It's a neighborhood that my whole family originates from, and the name comes from my parents meeting us next door neighbors. So it's got a meaningful little background for me, and a lot of inspiration behind it.
How does your clothing line illustrate Houston's culture?
Oh, we pulled direct from Houston's music culture. You know, the background of DJ Screw has a lot of influence on the city, and just musically what they created back then is something that really touched me growing up. So we pulled from all of that music, the clothes and the fashion that they used to wear on their album covers and all of that. Like, those are things that we pull from to gain inspiration for all the stuff that I designed for the brand.
Specifically 75th and Canal, what's the story behind that name?
Um, as I said earlier, my parents met on the east side as next door neighbors, and that had a huge thing to do with the name for it. So growing up, I lived all over the east side between Denver Harbor, Magnolia, and eventually the North Shore area. And the 75th and Canal, like I said, it came from my parents originating as next door neighbors. My grandfather coming here from Mexico, working at a mechanic shop that was off of 75th. And there was just so much history for myself and my family in the area that I'm like, when I wanted to name the brand something special, it had to come like something that was heartfelt, something that could constantly be built upon and name familiarity in other cities as well. So the Canal Street thing, has a play in New York and in New Orleans. So that it's just something that I felt was a strong brand name that can be built upon.
And I love your deep family history aspect of the line as well. That's really special. So Still Holden is your signature theme. What does that mean?
Still holding is definitely a Houston staple. It's slang from here. It just means that, we're still standing tall. We're still here presenting ourselves, right? Like in Houston, the cars, the culture, the way that we walk, talk, and present ourselves, that's still holding. Still holding is like the phrase Houston strong or all these other things that have come about before. That's something that's very meaningful, that no matter what position that you've been in life, you're still standing 10 toes down and you're able to go through every single day fighting.
Yeah, and you're so proud of the city of Houston. I really love that aspect of it as well. All
Yeah.
right, so you have an event tonight, but especially a community event tomorrow. Can you give us the details of that?
Yeah, tonight we are at Foot Locker off of Old Spanish Trail. It's the location that really catapulted us the first time around with our first project that we did there a couple years back. And we had to roll back over there and make sure that we did it even bigger for this next go around. And then tomorrow we are at McGregor Park, also on the south side. They played a huge theme into what was, what inspired this collection to begin with.
Tell me more about that then. What inspired that?
So growing up, I played a game called NBA Street. And in the early 2000s, combined with that and the early like street basketball, the and one days where it was what the Harlem Globetrotters initiated and what it transpired all those years later, mixed with music and mixed with all those little different street elements to it. And that's what birthed this. It was a video backdrop to on NBA Street that introduced McGregor Park in the video game. And I'm like, that has to be part of what's going on. I mean, it's Houston. My objective with this release is to put Houston on the forefront, especially since we're getting distributed through several Foot Lockers throughout the country now. It's always been an objective of mine to put Houston first and make people embrace us. So often you'll see somebody in the city of Houston wearing a LA shirt or a New York shirt, but you won't go to those other cities and see them wearing anything Houston affiliated. So this was my way of making it a little bit more palatable to them, and even almost subliminally, where they get to wear the brand and not even realizing that they're wearing something that is Houston all the way through.
I love the story behind how you came up with that too. You saw McGregor Park and then the light bulb went on. You could just tell how much you love that city, and it's really coming across in the clothing line for sure.
Absolutely.
So if people want to attend the event tomorrow, where can they get more information?
All on social media at 75th and Canal, via our website as well, 75th and canalco.com. We're just pushing out all of those things via every social media platform that we have. The event will go from 12 to 5 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll be out there with our mobile store too. That should be a sight for the city to see.
All right, and we're hoping you sell out with that. And then what's next for you?
Oh, hopefully a couple more partnerships with a few larger brands, and then a few franchises here in the city that I'm really excited to get started to work with.
Well, you're well on your way to that goal. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And good luck with the events tonight and tomorrow too, Victor. Thank you.